And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Mick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fun.
Kill the camera.
They can try to kill the camera, but they cannot stop the show. Good improv watches. We watch something stupid. You watch us watching that stupid thing. We all get stupider together.
That's right. Let's bring the IQ. Let's bring the IQ of North America down a couple notches, huh? It's been too high for too long, and I, for one, want to see it drop down.
But I would like to see the subscriber count drop up. We've gone from the 67 to the 68, so all those tattoos are going to have to be redone.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we
guys.
really shouldn't have made a pact to have our subscriber amount tattooed on us. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, if you want to be one of the first million, because tomorrow we'll have 1 million, obviously. So if you want to be
Naturally,
one of the first million, then all you got to do is you got to like the video, you got to subscribe to the channel, and you got to do some sort of act of loyalty. So we'll figure out what that is before the show's over.
Could be cutting yourself. Could be getting a tattoo of us.
Sure.
Our faces on your back. Could be, we haven't started yet.
Yeah, lots of options. Lots of options. Well, we're watching a flick called Deadly Companion, are we?
We sure are.
I believe so.
And since we're still in the month of June, that means June Candy is well in effect, and we'll be watching another movie that stars John Candy.
That's this movie.
That's this movie right here. Yes, Deadly Companion.
He's in this film. Good.
And I can assure you, he is a major starring role in this movie. This isn't just one of those things where he has a teeny tiny bit part, and then later his face on the box just got larger and larger and larger.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure it's him and Anthony Perkins. It's some sort of buddy road movie, probably.
Yes,
right. It's probably like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, but with Anthony Perkins instead of Steve Martin. I would pay to see that movie. And maybe I won't have to, because maybe it's this one.
I could see it.
Yeah. And
everybody's frozen now.
am I frozen?
Are we back?
I wonder what happened. Yeah, you guys are back. What happened there, I wondered? You guys just froze real quick.
I think there must have been some sort of
disturbance in the force. I think perhaps because I have a guest. Guys, I have a guest.
Okay. Disturbance in the force. Guest at Dan's.
Yeah.
It's Yoda. It's gonna be Yoda. I'm so excited for Yoda.
Now, guys,
Frank Oz.
Yoda. Finally Yoda. Oh, yeah, maybe Frank and Oz.
Guys, this week I got a very special guest, someone who worked with John Candy in a little animated television film by the name of The Magic 7.
Okay, yeah, everyone's heard of that. Everyone's seen that.
Okay.
We don't need to go into any more detail because everyone knows that movie.
So, yes, I have one of his co-stars in that film, Mr. James Earl Jones.
Oh!
He's here not representing, the crazy guy who's been stealing my apartment. Today he has actual insight into the film.
Oh, because he knows John Candy.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Pretty impressive.
You guys want to ask him a question, a yes or no question about John Candy, and he can answer?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Did John Candy enjoy a good laugh?
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Obvious one, right?
So yes. Did John Candy, was he an angry man underneath all that joy? I bet he was an angry man. I bet he had violent temper.
You will meet your destiny.
So that was probably one of the threats that he would utter towards somebody.
Yeah. I mean, that was left it open there. Left it open. But all right.
Jordan, I think we have time for a third question from Mr. James Earl Jones here.
James, reach into the future. Do I have a guest for today's show?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You're a professional. You're a professional. Of course you'd have a guest.
Obviously, I do. Now, you guys know I have difficulty making friends.
Mm-hmm.
Great difficulty. And I have even greater difficulty finding superstars to appear on this show, especially they all pale in comparison to James Earl Jones. So great to have him on. But I had to do a bit of lying to get my next guest on. So my next guest doesn't know me as Jordan. My next guest actually knows me as John Connor, because I wanted to have a deadly companion for this show. So I actually brought in a deadly Terminator from the future.
Oh,
wow.
There he is. Look at that. Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's here.
He
He's
does look
waving
dead.
to you there.
I like that his skin has come off like exactly in half, like it's left a thick layer there.
Yeah, usually when you
Yeah.
see a Terminator with half his skin off its face, it's like the left or right it comes off.
Yeah,
not the full
It's
front of
just
the
a
face
thin
covering
little-
the back.
A thin little sheen of skin. This looks like
Yeah.
a good couple inches on either side of his head there.
If you saw this guy
yeah.
from the back, you'd never even suspect he was a Terminator.
No.
Turn him around, Jordan. Let's see his
Well-
back there. Let's see the back.
Yeah,
You
let's
wouldn't
see
even
the-
suspect it.
Okay,
Back
would you mind
there.
turning around for them? Yeah, okay. He says that's fine.
Okay.
So he's going to give you a spin here.
Hey, look at
There you
that.
go.
Normal dude. Whoa, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty impressive, right, guys?
Pretty
He's
cool.
Pretty
my number
cool.
one guest.
Pretty cool.
Number one.
I too have
So-
a guest. I
Hey.
had to have a special guest today.
Stacked lineup
Ladies
today.
and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the star of the film The Mummy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Boris Karloff. Boris Karloff,
Wow.
everybody. Here he is. Boris Karloff, star of them, or possibly Lon Chaney Jr., or possibly one of the Backstreet Boys from that video
Hard
where
to
one
tell,
was the
yeah.
mummy. I don't know who. It's honestly under the bandages. I don't know who this is. I just found him in my house, so he decided he wanted to come watch the movie. I guess he's a big Anthony Perkins fan. So, right? All right. You have a
Obviously,
seat.
Boris Karloff. Clear.
I
Clear
think
to
so.
anyone
Probably.
with eyes.
I mean,
Probably
he had
Boris
a little
Karloff.
gangrene going on around the eyes there.
Yeah, well, all that mummy makeup, it gets to you. So I looked up when this movie was made. This movie was made in released in May 1980. So I looked up other movies that were released in May 1980. So this movie's in good company. The Shining, Friday the 13th, Fame, and Star Wars Episode 5: The Empire Strikes Back. So I'm curious to know
It is
how
your
this movie.
destiny.
Yeah, right. It's James Earl Jones' vehicle there. I'm curious to know how this movie fared with those others. I imagine pretty well. A John Candy, Anthony Perkins vehicle. I think that would perform quite well amongst those movies. You know,
I'd agree.
I mean that's what I'd see
And
if I was going to the movie and those were listed. I'd go check out this one.
I
Sure.
think calling movies vehicles is a great analogy because some of them have mileage and some of them just don't.
Yep. What do you think this one will be?
I think this one's going to get easily 100 miles to the gallon of film.
All right.
Well, there's only one way to find out is start the movie and get in our vehicles and get over to the
Oh.
drive-in theater.
All right. Let's do it.
That now.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
We have arrived. Is that coming through hot on you guys? How you guys doing with the volume there?
I find the saxophone pretty hot. I like it. It's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot instrument.
I did not see Perkins or John Candy in those first couple names there.
Well, they want to
I
list the big
couldn't
stars
help it.
first, get them out of the way, you know?
Yeah, okay. Oh, fair enough.
Howard Duff, for
Howard,
instance, right?
Howard Duff, for example. Howard Duff.
I wonder why only Companion was underlined there.
Kenneth Welsh.
Special guest
John
appearances.
Candy.
John Candy and Joe Flaherty.
Eugene
Yeah.
Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Dave
Catherine
Thomas.
And Al Waxman. So they got the Second City and the King of Kensington in here.
Wow. Star-studded.
King of Kensington was in that other movie with John Candy too, wasn't he?
Yes, he certainly was.
Yeah.
We're learning a lot about Canadian film on this series, you know? I'd
Very
say it made us more
educational.
well-rounded people, but I think it probably makes us worse people to know
I
that much
feel
about
worse.
Canadian cinema.
Okay, screenplay, Thomas Headley Jr. Nice. Done some good work.
David M. Perlmutter.
Oh, okay. I think we put Fargo in by mistake. Isn't this how Fargo starts?
Doesn't it feel kind of weird that the music stopped before the credits were done?
No, here it is. Start it up again.
Oh, she's rocking a beret.
Yeah.
It's working it pretty well, I think. Oh, she went back in time.
Wow.
Is this an H.G. Wells story?
I think so. I think this is, yeah. That would make sense.
Whoa there. Whoa, whoa.
She looked like she was driving
this
through
is
a field earlier.
John Candy, or she's just going to drive past him.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear the way that guy was like to the car? He was like, "Whoa, whoa!" He's used to horses being on the road.
He's used to the horses.
Try to feed the car a carrot next.
I have to be alone for a while. It was my wife's fault, not yours. You know what to say.
Huh?
No hobos. You got to watch for them.
Look at this; they're all over the road.
She was driving in like a field earlier, and now she's in like clearly a little town or something. Like it looked like there was a road or anything where she was driving through. Oh, here.
Hey,
hang on, my girl's here.
Little bump of John Candy.
I'll be right back. Things are just. Is it something you need? If you need something, I can get it.
I think that might be all we see of him in this movie.
There he is. That was it. John Candy, everybody.
That's just the kind of guy I am. I can do anything I want, you know. I can get you girls.
He's left the room, John.
She's nice. She can
He's no longer there. I can't tell if this is a fancy hotel or a mental institution.
About an hour. Would you like to see him then? Yes, thank you.
The bottom floors are the hotel. The top floors are the institution floors.
There you go.
I found the breakfasts to be far better in the mental institutions.
Because you would imagine it's anything you want.
Right.
In an hour, if you care to wait.
Oh, boy. Good luck with Dr. Wright. He's weird, Paula. You know, I spend a couple of hours every day talking to him, and when I look over at him, he's listening to his cigar.
Cigars don't talk. That's crazy.
Yeah. What would they have to say besides like?
Oh, I want you to meet my friend.
Like
John,
Tell the story of their lives.
this is my friend Paula. This is John.
It's John. He's just playing John.
we
He's
fist
not even-
bumped her. Did you see that?
I think he passed her.
1980. Oh, he did. Okay, I thought he fist bumped
Passed
her,
her.
but he just gave her cocaine. And she's like, "Oh yeah, cool, no problem. I'll take some of that, of course."
Hey,
Standard greeting.
yeah, he's just smoking a cocaine joint there is what he's doing. Crazy yoga.
Where is this place? Is this a hospital or is this a?
Just listen to my buddy have sex behind the door here. Yeah, nothing weird about
I'm
it.
gonna take my boots.
Playing loud music so they, playing music so they can have sex to it.
Right, you know, these people are married under the eyes of God.
Dr. Wright, let's get out of here.
These people are having a good time in there. You know, we all have urges.
When the camera shakes like that, I feel like this is a J.J. Abrams movie.
Yeah. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's because is this off YouTube?
Yeah.
Maybe the way they centered the screen to avoid copyright, so they're trying to keep it in the middle where the action is.
That's not the director trying to convince me I'm on the deck of the Enterprise.
I think it might still be incompetent filmmaking yet, Jordan. Don't count him out just yet.
Okay.
Thanks very much. He remembers everything that happened in the Middle East. Everything. The execution.
Everything? A lot's happened in the Middle East. That's like thousands of years of history.
Yeah, what time frame are we talking about here?
To his wife, he remembers nothing.
Like the cradle of civilization onward.
He doesn't remember what he did afterwards. It's as though there's a...
Harry Mason here's got a cigar.
Something that is completely blocked out.
Let's see if he listens to it.
Well, I've just spent an hour with him, and he seems almost like his old self.
Don't be under any illusion. He's still very disturbed.
So it is a mental institution.
Medication. You can insist on taking him, but I think you're making a mistake.
I called Ted Clifter. You remember he brought him here that night?
Yes, of course I do. Dr. Clifter is a personal friend of yours, isn't he?
Yes.
My cigars told me all about him.
And he didn't seem to think
What's that, Cigari?
any harm to have a few days.
Cigari doesn't like you.
Perhaps a little quiet.
He thinks you should leave.
But you know, he still
He wants a closer look at your eye.
behaves peculiarly from time to time. You think you can keep him quiet?
I won't let him off his back.
Oh, look at how short this guy is.
Bring him back in 2 or 3 days.
Hey,
There you
guy.
go. He has a Napoleon complex. That's why he became a psychiatrist.
Bye.
The cigar already lit?
He needs more, Jordan. More
Well,
lighting.
Don't you have to do that with a cigar every once in a while, though? Because I mean, it's a lot of tobacco to keep going. So every once in a while, if you're not constantly like
If you're not
sucking
smoking
it in,
yeah.
yeah, it'll go out. You have to relight it.
Had you on the cover.
Yeah, if you're not constantly sucking it, you have to, stimulate it again.
Yeah. Just have the match in front of it. Just tease it. Don't put the match right on it. Maybe just warm the rest of the shaft by just going up and down it for a bit. Crazy traffic in this village.
Tunnels.
You know, a lot of
This
what
a
you guys
flashback?
are saying about the cigar could have also be applied to like blowjobs. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But
What?
yeah, totally.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You get one of those jobs. I'm looking to switch careers.
This must
So
be a
this
You
is
go
flashback,
on
right?
Indeed.
Yeah, this is the Middle East that he remembers, so
Okay.
everything about.
Well, I mean, you could tell me it's the Middle East if I'm just in a series of tunnels. How am I supposed to know if it is or not? Yeah, I remember the Middle East perfectly. It was a series of tunnels I was dragged through. Then I'm blindfolded, so the Middle East must be just like a dark black void, I guess.
Where's the main floor?
Oh, I think Paul left in the library. Here, excuse me.
Okay, that's Catherine Herr. Is that Flaherty there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in the background.
That would make sense to get them on the same day.
Yeah. Must be like these films must be produced by somebody who had something to do with Second City, and they're like, well, we got all these guys. They can play whatever character you want. So we might as well just bring them all in. You don't have to look for anyone. They'll show up, just point and say which character you want them to play.
I think once again that is the story. The guy who directed this had some connection back to Second City, so he rounded up all of them and said, whatever, we'll put them in.
Yeah, get them. Just bring them. Whoever you don't have cast yet, they'll play that part.
When did this one come in?
Oh, I guess about an hour ago.
And whoever you do have cast, fire him.
Okay, tell Roger.
Yeah.
Because we got Second City.
We got Dave Thomas.
You need a guy to pick up a phone? We got John Candy.
You need a guy knock over a building with a phone? We got John Candy.
Down there, to the left.
Okay. Catch you later.
Does it like low-key sound like a washing machine is going off at all times
Yeah.
to you guys as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very late.
They're
Yeah,
doing
or a helicopter.
it's wardrobe. They're doing the costumes. They don't have time to do them at night. They
real
gotta do them while they're
time.
filming. Yeah. Maybe it's part of his flashback. Maybe that's part of him remembering the Middle East. He remembers the helicopters.
Well, at all
'Cause
times.
he's been
just
conked
always
on
there
the
in
head
the
with a-
background.
Hit on the head with a coconut, and he passed out next to his running lawnmower.
That might be it too. Oh, here we go. Anthony
I-
Perkins comes in.
I just came down from seeing Mother. She's fine. I can talk on the phone if I want to, Mother.
Hello?
I only have a second.
Well,
How have you been? Don't you love me anymore?
Michael's home.
How nice for you. You two have so much to catch up on.
Don't
I love Middle East, for example. I hear he remembers everything about it.
and stay away from him. Paula. Oh, yeah.
Anthony Perkins is really happy anytime he's on a movie set. You know, he's elated, kind of euphoric, because every time he's on one of those, he's on Perkins' set.
So,
His set.
We named it after.
Are we? Well, it's just that I'm starting to fade a little. Should we check up this? No, I have other.
I wonder what that paper said.
It's been quite some time.
I don't know.
Discuss these plans. Mr.
Probably something awesome.
How about that coffee?
What's the matter with you?
Yes.
I'm very concerned about the Norwegian marble.
Why? What's wrong with
The helicopter sound is increased in pace.
It'll do as the movie goes on. That's how they made movies in 1980. You know, you had to. So that's how you know how much movie is left when it's really, really fast. You know, oh, they're wrapping things up.
Look, the cattle, you know, it came with all the designs in a big package.
Now, this person here who's playing the music, they're going to get a promotion.
Yeah.
Or a disruptor.
I know her husband's just come from a mental institution, but I mean, come on. She is working.
Oh, shit.
That's better, I guess.
I would say it is. A bit of reggae. Probably better.
All right, I'll go have sex with my husband who just came home from a mental institution. Then I'll get to work.
It does look like she's removing her clothes, doesn't it?
It does look like
lady,
that, and I think that's
keep it in your pants, lady. Okay.
A quick stop and then back to the Norwegian marble.
Good.
Ah, the fire has been reignited. Filmmaking.
This fire reminds me of the Middle East. I remember everything about it.
A dark hallway, a chair I was tied to.
Uh-oh, do you think Deadly Companion refers to the STD this man has?
I don't know. I can see
I
it.
don't know.
Oh, for
Did this
God's
happen
sake,
in the
lady.
Middle East?
Magic.
Wow, a lot happened in the Middle East.
Wow.
I like to stare into the fire because it reminds me of the time I was having sex with my girlfriend and something incredibly brutally violent happened.
Childhood fantasies come true, you know. The princess in the palace. Lord Chamberlain, twice a week. The knight in shining armor.
I prefer a knight in dull armor. It means they work.
Yeah, yeah. You know, if you see a knight in shining armor, you're like, he never uses that for what it's for. He's just, you know, just walking around with it for the fashion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a poser knight.
Yeah, knight with blood on it and soot. That's how you know they're fighting dragons, killing bad guys.
Yeah.
Or helpless villagers. You know, whatever knights kill.
Just as long as they're putting in that work. I don't care who they're killing.
That's right. That's right. You got to put the work in if you're a knight.
I want everything to be perfect.
She's dead, isn't she?
Wet Willie.
Yes.
That's my answer to that.
Do you remember?
No.
No, it didn't happen in the Middle East, so I don't
Basically, all I
recall.
remember is the Middle East.
Oh my God.
Tell me.
You called me when you got back from the Middle East.
Okay.
You asked me to come pick you up. You were at home.
Come pick me up. I'm in the Middle East.
What's there where? Qatar, maybe? Jordan? Possibly Jordan?
I see a single light source. I'm tied to a chair in a basement.
You were going to tell her. You wanted
some
to.
landmarks here.
But you were in real bad shape, and you didn't want to be alone. So we just drove all over the place. I don't know, for an hour, maybe more. You wanted to tell her about us, and then we were going to go away.
Okay.
Oh, I think they're talking about Middle East Ohio.
I think they're talking about his wife, because he said you wanted to tell her about us.
He was cheating on the wife with this lady here.
Cheating on the wife with this woman, and then...
You went in and called her name. There wasn't any answer.
Was she the deadly companion?
I don't know.
Maybe she's really filling in the blanks for him.
She was in the bedroom.
Like she was there.
She'd been raped and murdered.
On the same night, he was going to tell her about them, about the affair.
A mysterious stranger broke in and
murdered her.
And I don't remember a thing.
No.
Man, I hope she was dead when she arrived and wasn't dying, because that would have been really tactless. Like, hey, I know you've had a night, but I need to tell you about this affair that I've been having.
Call the ambulance, God. You always try to make it about you, okay?
Oh, yeah, always about you. I'm trying to tell you something about me right now. God, I wish I'd never come home from the Middle East. Although Wave Venus reminds me of like one of those the music videos that were popular in like the 90s, where it's like a picture and then it morphs to another picture.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, that was cool technique.
Yeah, 90s music videos really had it all figured out, didn't they?
That's right. All downhill from there.
Oh, Jesus, just blew that guy away.
So, Middle East, wife raped, murdered. I like that they're not really saying what Middle East, like, was it a war? Was he a journalist who was kidnapped? Like, or just Middle East in general?
It's the Middle East, Justin. It's just the Middle East.
They just grabbed him and put him in a tunnel. There's no war or anything happening. Was it the Middle East? Was it a Middle East nightmare? Yes, Middle East nightmare.
Oh, look at that. She's not wearing a shirt, but the quality is so bad I still can't see her breasts. That's good. Good work,
I don't know if it's going to matter that much in this film.
Oh, my God.
Lady, I was just... Okay, get off me. I was just dreaming about my friend being shot in the face in front of me.
Not in... Well, all right, maybe a quick one. And then...
Like, seriously, but then I should really get back to this nightmare.
So, Anthony Perkins, do you think she was having an affair with Anthony Perkins when he was in the mental institution?
Must be.
Or was Anthony Perkins like an old friend of his because she said, leave him alone?
Oh, maybe. Maybe she's having an affair and he's an old friend.
I'm wondering when Dave Thomas is going to come into this. He's the one we haven't seen yet.
Is she dead right now?
No.
Dead tired because of all the sex they've been having.
No, she's okay. She's okay. Just the way she was laying, I thought.
You get those mental patients out of the hospital, and they go for a while. They got it all pent up. They'll tucker you out.
What? No, cut that. Not now. Not now. I just got some catching up to do.
It was some of the old lunatics I used to hang around, you know?
Yeah.
I got some catching up I need to do. There's Crazy Steve. There's Phil, the guy who pokes dead animals. I just gotta say hi to the guys. There's Catatonic Jim.
He doesn't say much.
He doesn't say much. I heard him grunt once, I think.
Yeah, but he did once. I did once watch him smother a guy and then pick up a water fountain and burst through a window with it.
Didn't say a word.
Say a word, but...
I bet you this fella's going to make his way down to Recall because they got this great vacation where you'll get captured in the Middle East and dragged through a tunnel.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Approximately 9 p.m. Come on. There's got to be more to Rollins than that.
Yeah, look, I gotta check this out, Michael.
Jesus, you're getting old, man. You know that? You really are.
You know, you're a mental patient, and why are we letting you in here?
Right back in my face.
Is this a police station? Is this what it's supposed to be, or a newspaper
Or
place,
a
or
newspaper? Yeah.
newspaper? Yeah, okay.
On a strange man's prints they couldn't trace. Blood on the porch indicated a struggle.
Oh, he's looking. He's asking about his wife. He's asking about his wife's rape and murder.
Established that it was while you in the West. But
I don't know if he's considered this, but a lot of one-armed men tend to commit these types of murders.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I saw a whole documentary about this, actually.
I mean, I want some answers.
The poor innocent guy had to jump off of a dam because this
Yeah.
one-armed man. Yeah, you know, I always thought it was a one-armed man who strangled my wife. The cops insisted the guy had 2 hands, but I always thought to myself,
I always thought it was a one-armed
it
man.
was a one-armed strangling, I'm sure of it.
The cops were going with a 4-armed man theory, but no, I haggled them back down to 1.
They wanted to meet in the middle at 3, but I wasn't having that.
Oh, this movie channeling another Hitchcock film here, The Birds.
You scared me. I thought it was my mother.
My name's Michael Taylor. I think
Oh, good. It's just a weird stranger. I thought it was my mother.
Yeah.
I liked her.
That's Murray. Murray Chaikin. I think that's his name.
Oh, okay.
a couple of questions, John.
He was in Dances with Wolves. If you've ever seen Dances with Wolves, he's the guy who goes nuts. He wets himself in the head.
Oh, okay. I remember that guy.
Yeah. He's the one who sends Kevin Costner out there, and then he commits
How come you don't
suicide.
work there anymore?
They let me go.
Why?
I don't know, the boss didn't like cops coming in all the time asking questions. It wasn't good for business.
Why should they hassle you? You told them everything, didn't you, Jim?
Yeah.
Now, excuse me, I'm just going to feed these ducks that for some reason haven't flown south. Clearly,
Because this guy keeps them there.
Because
Keeps them there with all the damn bread.
Yeah, the feeding is, yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do? Spend the rest of your life feeding ducks? Did my wife go home alone?
Yeah, most of the time.
Oh,
My wife,
that is savage right there. Did my wife go home alone? Most of the time.
I gave her a lift.
What guy?
My wife went home alone, and I got home, and geez, there's booby traps rigged up. It was horrible.
Micro machines on the floor.
Yeah. Doorknobs heated up, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I figured.
So why didn't you go to the cops after that?
You don't understand. The guy is a maniac. He would have me killed.
What's his name, Jim?
Maniac.
Okay. Hey, you don't have to tell me his name. What's he do?
He owns the discotheque. He gave Lorraine a lift home.
We may as well just tell him the name if you're going to give him all the specifics about the person.
Yeah. He's this high. This is where he's this tall. This is where he lives.
This is his job. This is his address.
That's him right there watching me talk to you. That I'm
I got a
pointing to
picture
him right
of him
now.
here. I didn't say his name, though. I didn't say his name.
I'm not going to tell you his name. You're not going to drag me into this.
I don't know what that means. What is it?
Well, it's a traumatic experience he obviously never coped with. He was captured by terrorists. Now he's remembered all that, but he's blocked out his wife's murder. Because he's not ready to deal with it now.
Then once he remembers his wife's murder, he's going to block out the terrorist.
Right.
This is all of this cycle.
Ping-ponging back and
What's
forth.
he investigating?
Michael, his childhood.
Why?
Well, I need to know more about him, Paula. I need clues. Now,
Notice that, like in the back window there, Catherine O'Hara just ran in, grabbed something, and then ran back out. I mean,
that's an extra
point
day's
of that?
pay for her.
Get off your ass, O'Hara. Go do some background work. Make it look interesting.
He's the one that's dreaming, Paula, and sobbing like a child. Those are your words. Now, if his condition gets worse...
There's a guy from the Toronto Star on the phone. He's calling about the photo spread they're doing on the church renovation. Could you see if this press release is all right? Because they want to get in today if they can. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, she sounds very Canadian in that little bit of dialogue there.
Lester Harlan can
Nailed it, O'Hara. Nailed it.
I think that was an affect, or was that her real voice?
That was her real original voice, I bet.
Probably. Yeah.
So too.
What if she came out and did like the Schitt's Creek voice that she does with that weird cadence that she has?
She's great in that show. She really is.
What are you doing? Oh, trust me, this is going to be funny. I don't know if it is. No. Like 30 years from now, it's going to be pretty funny.
Where's the library? Fifth floor, thanks.
Now I just sit and wait for the next person to ask me a question.
Try looking to your right, dear.
Yeah, you stupid bitch. Gosh, you didn't have to be so mean about it.
Yeah,
Jesus
you got
Christ.
the help. You got the help desk, and then the sarcastic help desk. Hey, ever considered looking to your right? Oh, thank you. That's actually very helpful.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here it is. Now this file has all the clubs downtown.
Thanks. This should be what I'm looking for.
It's all the clubs downtown, huh? Oh, that's not a lot.
Have you seen Michael Taylor? Oh, he just left. Do you know him? I just read his...
Oh, hey, I got a question for James Earl Jones. Did they have a library on the Death Star?
The Emperor does not share your optimistic appraisal of the situation.
There you go. He doesn't read. No reading.
Must have lost.
I guess that makes
money.
sense.
Yes.
Well, it's also like a fascist dictatorship, right? I mean, they tend not to like people reading books.
Right.
Well, still, there's room for
It's all
internal
just-
advancement. You know, like Darth Vader came up through the ranks. They didn't hire from the outside when they were looking for a general there. You know, they pulled from the inside.
Forgot.
Actually,
There's a lot of
he defected.
Right.
Blue numbers after every...
He was a defector.
Sweetheart.
So if he was an outside hire, then never mind.
Too good.
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Well, they didn't have an empire when he joined, though. They started he was on the ground floor of that.
First.
Right?
Well, if you want to play nurse, you talk to me later on tonight, and I'll tell you exactly what my problem is. Good night.
It's prostate cancer. Can we do anything about it?
Did you hear that? I'm gonna have sex with my wife. We're gonna role play. Just it's all fun for everyone hearing this, honey.
Must be an air raid siren here with all the helicopters flying around.
They're just trying to cram as much. They didn't have any lab mics or anything. It's all just whatever sound is being made. That's what we're
That's
picking
what's
up.
happening in the movie.
I'll be home soon.
No, come on now. You come home with me. Get your car later. Come on.
Nope. This woman's trying to take me home against my will.
He's just driving her off and leaving her on the side of the street then?
She has her own car, I think.
Okay.
So I think he's looking into his wife's murder, and she knows that, and she's going to she's trying to stop him from doing it.
She probably did it, right? Bet you she's the
Maybe.
deadly companion.
Yeah, she probably raped and murdered his wife. I think the chances of that are pretty good.
It's a red herring, you know? The rape was a red herring.
Hey, do you know the guy who owns this place? The guy feeding ducks down by the lake there didn't want to tell me his name.
Hyla in the Caribbean, right? June is a good game. Excuse me. I'm looking for the owner of this place.
Hey, just thought you guys should know I'm safe now. Okay, I'm safe.
Oh, good.
Because Microsoft Defender antivirus did not find any threats since my last summary.
Well, how do you know that how do you know that the guys aren't working with Microsoft Defender from the inside? Of course they'd say there's no threats if the threat's coming from the Defender itself.
So, did you have a good time?
Right? I hadn't considered that.
Yeah. Now, if you want to buy my software, it guarantees that all the threats will be coming from the outside.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like that would keep you secure knowing that.
It would.
That's cool.
This is Penelope. Hello, Penelope. Good friend of mine.
He looks better in the picture, I guess.
You know, not only are we stretching the definition of a John Candy movie with this movie, we're stretching the definition of an Anthony Perkins movie with this movie. And there was Dave Thomas too there, by the way. Yeah.
I'm gonna say we're stretching the definition of a movie with this movie, because I'm not sure what the fuck is going on.
Oh yeah, must be slumming tonight.
There's
Eugene.
Is that Eugene Levy? Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I beg your pardon?
Hey, look, let's just forget it. Okay? And as far as actual...
Mr. Taylor? Yeah, Edgar Selleck.
That's Michael Ironside, isn't it?
No, is it?
Damn, you're one of the best writers in the business.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
No, thanks.
I didn't see him on the credits.
Yeah, well, and as far as the Israelis are concerned, we've seen...
That's him, all right.
Buy you a drink.
I just told you, I'm fine. I've got a drink.
Hey, listen, buddy, what a...
Look, when Michael Ironside offers you a drink, you take the goddamn drink.
Oh, man.
Just a jerk? Another jerk that buys your fancy paper? Listen, Taylor, you need jerks like me to buy that paper.
Got a few too many, pal.
Listen, Taylor. It's all a fraud. It's all to sell a fancy paper.
Look, you're a stupid drunk now. Back off.
Okay, this is like Citizen Kane. He owns the newspaper.
Somebody come on.
Come on, Michael.
Yeah, this is basically Citizen Kane, isn't it?
Over there. Come on. Michael, are you all right?
Hey, you were at college with Mike, weren't you? Sure. Didn't almost every evening used to end like...
That must be confusing for Michael Ironside.
Yeah. Why do people keep calling my name? I'm playing a character right now. Or was he? Maybe he just showed up. Maybe that was just him. He showed up drunk, punched the guy. People liked the way he did it. Put him in other movies.
They ask him his name, Michael Ironside. Get the hell out of town. That's a crazy good name.
You know what? Put him in Top Gun.
Where are you?
Sorry, darling, it's Miles.
What do you want?
Well, I ran into Michael at a bar a few hours ago.
Where? What bar?
I think it was called the Velvet Cucumber. You could look it up in your yellow pages.
Stay away from him.
Or you'll do what? Send over a Polish cardinal to drive a stake through my Vuitton luggage?
I have to see you right away.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm a little tied up.
See, this is why no one hangs out with you, Miles.
Right now, or otherwise, I'd love
What the hell are you talking about, Miles?
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Don't be late.
Or else I'll tie your shoelaces together.
Because I'm a psycho.
Because I'm crazy. I got real threats, you know? Maybe you go to shake some salt onto your eggs, the whole lid comes off.
You never know what I'm going to do.
Got a gun.
Michael, you had a bit to drink. You didn't probably have a headache. Feel free to take a shower if you want. You know.
Michael? Michael! Sorry, Paul, it's just me. I came in early.
Did you want me to have sex with him since he's not here?
She already knew Michael was basically kidnapped, didn't she?
Well, he didn't say kidnap. He ran into him at a bar, is all he said.
Hey guys, you know, the phrase Chekhov's gun has always confused me because I've watched a lot of Star Trek and Chekhov carried a phaser.
Yeah.
But,
He mentioned a gun once.
In a
one
boot
episode.
holster, I think he had a gun.
Oh, okay.
Just there ready if he needed it.
I remember there was one episode where they were in a Wild West, a planet that looked like the Wild West for some reason. I think it was a recreation of like the OK Corral or something. And he said, "Oh, if one of those they fire those primitive bullets at me, I'll just step out of the way." Because he doesn't realize how fast a bullet actually moves because there's primitive technology.
I'm Larry Miles, by the way. I'm sure you've heard the name. And this is, just one of a series of convenient crash pads.
I'm going to start saying that because nobody's ever heard of me before.
You don't incidentally happen to know an 8-letter Arabic word for jelly bean, do you? Ending in A? Do you mind if I have some coffee?
Yeah, they fed me lots of those when I was being tortured in the Middle East. Funny you should bring that up.
I don't usually pick up strangers and offer them sanctuary, but in your case, I happen to have enjoyed your book, Parasitic on War. I wish you'd autograph my copy before you leave.
Oh, yeah, sure, I'd be glad to. Oh, you don't happen to know where my car is, do you?
Yeah, it's parked across the street.
Why, yes, it's been constantly running for over an hour.
Yeah, just to make sure the engine works.
Oh, sure, help yourself. Listen, it's all there. Shower, jacuzzi, sitz bath.
Yeah, go to the shower. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm passionate about the Middle East.
No one ever takes me up on my offer to let them have a shower at my place. I don't know why.
Macruda. The word you were looking for? It's like a lozenge. A piece of pastry filled with dates. Tastes awful.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
Thanks, Miles.
My friends,
Did he say Macruda?
Yeah, Macruda. Macruda. This music is quite loud and obtrusive over that last scene. It was hard to hear the dialogue.
Well, our fact-checking department is having a little trouble finding Macruda, but there is something called Macluda, Macluba, that exists.
I mean, the Middle East isn't a real place, though. I mean, so...
It's all fictionalized, I understand.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you wouldn't find it. Unless someone has, like, a wiki site, fandom site for it.
Only exists on a Hollywood soundstage.
That's right.
With the name, too, like the Middle East? The middle of what? Like Middle Earth?
Yeah. That's what
I never hear of
live.
the Middle West.
Right.
Middle North, Middle South. It's all missing.
Just want to leave him a note saying the mess in the shower wasn't made by me. There's all this chocolate syrup in there or something. Clear that I didn't do it.
Fine pieces.
Normally this would be playing during a sword fight or something, not just a guy walking across the street to his car, but whatever.
Sorry, can we just take a pause here real quick to can anybody tell me what's going on in this movie at all?
No. Mind you, we've been talking a lot over it, but I'm pretty sure even if we were quiet and rapt attention, we would have no idea what the heck's happening.
Dan, are you going to send a Polish bishop to puncture my Vuitton luggage?
Okay, sure. We've come up with timeless catchphrases that we'll all be saying in our personal lives all the time, but the movie itself doesn't seem to want to make any kind of sense. Who is Anthony Perkins' character?
I do not know. Let's see if I can find a plot synopsis.
Lives in that house, though. We know that.
Do we?
Well, he could be a squatter. He's still living there.
$2,500 is agreed.
That's it. You can't do that. You owe me so much.
Really?
I thought she just said as agreed, so presumably they discussed the figure beforehand.
Reminiscences.
He's altering the deal. Pray he does not alter it further.
If that is your destiny.
I'll Upward mobility can play such funny tricks with the mind, can't it? And that's a pity, because the story of little Paula Wazinski, the Polish steelworker's daughter, has always been one of my favorites.
You're not listening. This is the last time.
The last time? This $2,500?
That's right.
Do you know what $2,500 buys you today? A box of dog biscuits and a disposable douche.
What are you saying?
Wow.
This was our deal.
That's an expensive. Those are expensive dog biscuits. And what an odd thing to put together. Sweetie, I'm just going out for some dog biscuits and a disposable douche. I'll be back. I need about $2,500,
please. Yeah.
They're still looking for evidence, aren't they? On the other hand, what would your fancy clients say if they heard that you were withholding information in a murder case? Sorry.
Look, buddy, this is a Chinese food restaurant. We hear about murder cases all the time in here. No one's faced.
Did you see there? It's just like
no one.
Right here.
Crazy white people.
Surprise, eh?
So all it says is under plot is Michael Taylor is tormented by his sheer lack of memory concerning the night his wife was found brutally killed. Michael's girlfriend Paula helps him attempt to make sense of it all. Anthony Perkins plays a blackmailer.
Your generosity is
And then it just says Al Waxman, Murray Chaikin, Kenneth Walsh, and Michael Ironside appear as minor roles.
So it just kind of trails off into saying who's in the movie.
Yeah. And then mentions that director George Bloomfield also directed SCTV through 77 and 79. So he brought all the cast members to just be in the movie too.
I mean, at the risk of being too judgy, maybe he should stick to comedy.
Yeah, that's all it says.
I wonder if he pitched it to the SCTV people as though this would be like a big break for them.
Cunningham.
Like, sure, you're doing television right now, but I'm making a major motion picture.
Making a
Come on
movie.
down. We'll get you parts in the movie.
I've been
They'll all be stars.
Where were you? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you let me know? I didn't know where you were. I didn't know what had happened.
That kind of looks like Luke Skywalker a little bit.
Little
Don't you
bit.
think, James
Yeah.
Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Got into a house.
Well, I guess he's got a little.
You know who I
different
think he
opinion
looks
there.
like? I think he looks like a little bit like David Prowse, the guy who was actually in the Darth Vader outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, James, is that true? Someone else was in the outfit? That's true?
There's no escape.
Well, I think I know why James Earl Jones said no, because Luke Skywalker doesn't exist. I should have said he looks like Mark Hamill.
Well, ask him again.
Mark Hamill. Trivia,
Does he
Mark
look
Hamill
like
does.
Mark Hamill, James Earl Jones?
I have felt it.
Yeah, that's
Wow, you felt Mark Hamill had an affair on set, huh? That's some steamy gossip.
You're
Especially
first.
since I'm guessing you weren't even there.
So sorry I lied to you yesterday. I should have told you from the beginning, but Dr. Wright would only let you come out if I promised that you'd go back.
Screw Dr.
He'd only let you out if I promised you'd go back. That's not a super great deal, honestly. Jordan, I will give you $1 million as long as you give me back that $1 million.
okay.
We'll find that man with the earring, you know? Michael, I'm so scared.
Oh, you've been listening to
Man with the earring.
They're trying to throw a scare into you. Look, I'm fine. I feel great. I know what I'm doing. Oh, hi, Judith. I broke one of her glasses. Will you take care
Should have panned out to reveal he's wearing raw chickens as shoes.
It's really...
I'm fine. I know what I'm doing.
Don't be afraid.
Now, if you excuse me.
Bye.
You should be wearing raw chickens.
What's this about this Norwegian marble? Let's get to the bottom of this. That's the plot point I want to hear. How are they solving this Norwegian marble problem?
It's too tight. Can you believe it? Maybe you'll
Look at this. She gets out of her car on a cold winter's day, gets rid of a perfectly good warm hat, and puts on this fashion piece she's got on here.
Thanks.
A hard hat.
Everyone's wearing them, Joy.
I'm
Yeah.
doing a little work for Dr. Clifter.
Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned something about...
Oh yeah, I totally know who that character is.
I'm following Mr. Taylor around town as per the good doctor's instructions.
Following him where?
Last night I lost him. He gave me the slip. I have absolutely no idea where he is, and I was wondering maybe if you...
Well, he spent the evening with me, and so I assume he's still at my house.
Oh, that's just fine. That's just fine. I was a little worried there for a minute. This has never happened to me before. Incidentally, I'd
It's
appreciate...
a corded car phone there.
Yeah.
Imagine calling up the person you're trying to surveil and being like, terribly sorry, I'm just wondering if you could tell me the whereabouts of your husband. I'm supposed to be watching him without him knowing.
What was that
Look,
name?
I'm an assassin. This has never happened to me before. I can't get a bead on this guy. Do you know where your husband is?
Yeah.
All right, Norwegian marble. Let's go. Come on. Let's fix this problem.
Mr. Cunningham, I'm having...
Yeah. Lovely bit of wildlife in this shot there. You got a wild crane.
pin out of her hip.
Yeah.
And she doesn't speak English, so I'm going to have to...
Doesn't seem that wild. It seems pretty in control.
over what you have to here. And
Pretty sure it's a heron.
I'm sorry, but Paula, is your grandmother going to be all right? I don't have a grandmother.
What?
She said something about her grandmother that she has to leave. That's why she can't be at work doing her job.
Oh, I
She's going to
see,
go
okay.
find Michael.
I told you what I want.
He doesn't have a grandmother.
Oh, God, I'm tired of your excuses. Oh, you're not the only service station in town. I think you better talk to my associate.
What's going on now?
Friggin' turkey.
Good lord, lady.
Think for yourself. Do you realize that? You're beginning to bore this woman, and that's not a good
What are they having sex with sunglasses on? Is that a thing?
Yeah, well, you've got 5 minutes to stop.
Hey, baby, I'm in the mood. Put on your sunglasses.
I don't want to see your eyes.
I said...
You don't have safe sex because the sun can damage your retina. You know, the UV
Oh, that's
light.
true. That's true. They saw a commercial saying better wear protection, and they thought, oh, perfect. Sunglasses. Now we're going to put the phone by our genitals. Just perfectly normal sex had by perfectly normal people, everybody.
What is the point of this?
Christ, who's that? Did you call the other one? Sorry, miss, your 5 minutes are up. Bye. Oh.
All right. I'm going to answer the phone, but if it's somebody I don't like, I swear to God, I'm going to go psycho on their ass.
Oh, Christ.
You always have
Jesus,
the option of
blackmail
not answering
someone?
the door until you put on pants.
You bastard.
You should get one of those when the Mozart is rockin', don't come a knockin' signs.
Yeah.
Vegetarian impulse.
Bull.
Well, you know Francis, don't you?
Well, yeah, how weird that I'm in here naked with somebody else when I answered the door naked wearing a fur.
Yeah. Look, if this is about me blackmailing you, I mean, I think it's really rude you showing up and confronting me on it.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Start packing. Condo's yours.
I'm being...
Well, if it's his, why does he have to leave?
White Studebaker. I don't like being followed because it makes me nervous, and when I get nervous, I say things I'm sorry about later. I just thought you might like to do something about that.
I didn't want to do any eye acting during this whole scene. That's why I said the sunglasses.
Maybe he's got his lines written on the inside of the sunglasses there.
Could be. Maybe he has conjunctivitis. Pink eye. So it's like, oh, I'll just wear sunglasses covered up.
change of plans, honey. Get out the Bain de Soleil.
What is that? What's a Bain de Soleil?
Oh.
What's anything in this movie?
Got like middle-aged Mark Hamill here.
So he's just going to every nightclub, and he's going to talk to the owner of every nightclub until he finds the one he thinks might have murdered his wife. Until he finds one that has a murdery feel vibe to him.
Well, this is a good nightclub to go to because it's named Marbles, and he was in an insane asylum earlier because he obviously must have lost his.
Wow.
So he knows where they are.
Switch.
Ba-bow.
He must be there real early because all the chairs are up, but the music is blasting.
They don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah, what kept you, huh? I've been waiting in here all afternoon. Look, the speakers are all screwed up, and I gotta have some sound.
I don't know anything about the speaker.
Kind of like the Cantina there and Mos Eisley. Hey, James Earl Jones.
No.
Yeah.
He's being very disagreeable with you, Jordan.
Find out what's keeping him.
Well, he's right. There's no pilots. There's no, scum and villainy. And
You had Jimmy Rollins fired.
This is nice. Usually I'm used to him just screaming no at me while I kind of cower in the corner, so this is a nice change of pace.
So he was agents.
What about Lorraine?
Lorraine.
Yeah, Lorraine Taylor. You remember her? You should.
Listen, guy, I've strangled and raped a lot of ladies in my time, pal.
Yeah.
I can't know the name of all of them.
I'm the lady's husband, okay? I'm the guy you thought was away the night you tried to get it on with Lorraine.
Wait.
Whoa. I didn't think you were away. I thought you were there and going to join us. Let me just get one thing straight here.
My wife will lift home. Yeah, sure, but...
I think I know the point of this movie now. It's a beer commercial for Beer Supreme.
I hope your daughter writes...
Famous
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking, huh? You can't pin nothing on me?
You want to bet? I got a murder that leads right to you. You're the missing part of the puzzle.
Hey, Pokey McPokerton. I mean, it's one thing for you to accuse me of murder. It's another thing for you to poke. That's just rude.
But I didn't stay there.
Well, that's easy to prove. You see, the police have a complete...
Yeah, once I raped a murderer, I was out of there right away. I didn't stay at all.
Yeah. You don't stick around at the scene of a crime. That's just smart.
What's the problem, Dallas?
They don't call me the King of Kensington for nothing.
Hmm? You know, I've been doing a little bit of checking on you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 6 months suspended sentence, breaking and entry, 1958. Remember that?
Wow.
Suspected arson, 1968. Oh, yeah, there's this one. The construction scam in 1974. You've been a very busy guy.
They never pinned anything on me. Besides,
Otherwise, I'd be in jail right now, stupid.
I'm legit now.
What about the,
For a while, the police thought that I was making my own sandwiches and selling them, and they arrested me on suspected artisan.
You want to hear more?
Hey,
So I burned my sandwich shack down and collected the insurance money.
so I did a little coke.
Artisan artist.
Even Queen Victoria tooted.
Look, man, my wife's been murdered.
Come on, bastard. Coming on. Steamroller. Easy. Okay. Now you listen to me. I took your wife up to the door and some guy comes out.
What time was it?
8:39. I don't know. This guy, he came out of the house like he was, king of the castle. I figured it was you. Idiot de putana. Look at my eye. You see the stitches in there? 10 stitches. 10 stitches they put in my eye that night. You call the Wellesley
It's
house.
turning into Joe Pesci.
Nah, you're lying. That's all right. It's my mistake.
First of all, it was 8:30, 9 o'clock when they drove her home. What kind of club is that? What kind of... Yeah, we wrap things up around 8:30, 9 o'clock around here. We all have church in the morning.
Come here. Here, you check with the hospital if you don't believe me.
Look, man, records can be forged.
So check the house then. The guy gave me a shove that went right through the goddamn railing.
Okay, I'll do that. Just stick around, huh?
Stick around. I own the place. This is my club.
Yeah, and aren't you a reporter? You're not a cop. What do you mean stick around?
No, reporters could do that. They can tell you not to leave the country
They
and
have
stuff.
jurisdiction.
They have those rights. Yeah, they can run red lights. There's all sorts of stuff they can do.
I guarantee this music is the one that gets us the copyright claim. Right here.
Bit of classical.
Yeah. Yeah, the Beethoven.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a really stickler. He copyrighted all of his stuff.
You're Paula West. I'm sorry for the disorder, but they're renovating the building. Come in. We haven't met, but we have talked on the telephone. I realize that doesn't constitute a formal introduction. However, because of the nature of my profession, while you haven't seen me, I have had the great good fortune.
Beethoven is just off screen conducting his symphony here.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to phrase this.
You don't strike me as the timid type, Miss West.
No, I mean, I don't know how to pronounce the words I'm going to say. I'm not good with it.
Keep an eye on Michael Taylor while he's...
I've written it out phonetically, so please just bear with me.
Dr. Clifter is an old friend.
Well, any friend of Dr. Clifter is certainly a friend of mine.
Oh, that's good. Because I don't want to feel my privacy is being intruded upon, you know, mine or Mr. Taylor's.
I assure you, Miss West, that I am no peeping Tom.
I'm sure you're not too, but I just would feel more comfortable knowing that you're not following Mr. Taylor or anybody that he might...
My name's not even Tom.
Yes, Miss West, I know what you mean.
I like to consider it more of a snooping action than a peeping.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I wouldn't have to if you guys would invite me in to, you know, partake. And
Try to buy me on, Miss West.
You've been far too visible locally. I think it'd be better if you concentrate on the Philadelphia investigation.
Well, we'll have to leave.
And that means...
Oh, yes.
The Philadelphia investigation, Justin, the one they've been talking about the entire picture?
Oh, I see.
I assume that took place after the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah, there was the investigation of the experiment. I like that the music got more dramatic when they kind of reached the end of that thing there. That he's just listening to in his office. Uh-oh, he's having a flashback. He probably hit those people.
Yeah, flashbacks while you're driving can be very dangerous.
Da-da-da-da.
You trying to kill somebody?
'Cause I am!
Okay, what time?
You're making it harder for the rest of us, buddy, if they suspect we're going to drive into them.
Code 4 and the last name, please?
You know, if he thought he was trying to kill somebody, he must think he's really bad at it.
Okay, bye-bye.
They didn't even need that truck. We got it. We got it just fine. He almost killed the kid.
Thanks.
We didn't need that guy at all.
She snuck in 2 bicep curls during that conversation there.
Yeah, totally.
I noticed that, actually. That was funny.
Secret of this guy.
Ted?
I'm in the middle of a lesson.
I know, I'm sorry, but this is important. Please.
Okay, so just hit the ball into the wall. Yep, and again. And again. Yeah, this basically never ends. This is kind of the whole thing. So just keep hitting the ball into the wall.
Just repeat it over and over and over again. Maybe it's not a racquetball lesson. Maybe it's a math lesson or something.
I'm just playing racquetballs. Couldn't get a classroom, so we'll have to do this on a racquetball court.
We're discussing Chaucer. Can't talk right now.
Hey, Taylor, what are you going to have the window open for?
Does he suspect that's poison or like what?
I don't know. Where is he? Where was that?
I don't
what
know.
was that place?
I don't know.
Gun us another one. Take a look. I can't see nothing from this far.
I know smell is really connected to memory. So maybe he thought that, by smelling it, might find out who his wife's killer is.
Right.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
So you got Al Waxman to come with you after threatening him in the thing?
Sorry, your timing's off.
What was that?
Endlich naht sich die Stunde, wo ich dich überlebt hab, bald ganz besitzen werde.
Ow, it's burning hot because it's next to that light.
He looks like Get Smart in that light.
He does.
Would you believe?
Don Adams, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Have I wandered into the wrong apartment by mistake? And here I am waving this gun at you, and we haven't even been properly introduced.
I'm sure he's confused as we are.
I'm Lester Harlan. I'm a private investigator. I was just listening to your... It's a limited edition, you know.
Hold it. You have a warrant?
No, I don't.
No, private investigators don't get warrants. That's not how it works.
Well, I think you're a faggy cat burglar. That's what I think you are.
No, this is a faggy cat burglar. Why, hello!
I'm not a cat burglar, sir.
Look, if you want to call the police department, I think you'll find that I'm really quite legitimate.
Open it.
Certainly.
Where I carry my gun.
Either you've been cutting your coke stash with Desinex, or that's a little fingerprint kit you've got there, mister.
Look, if you just call the police department, they'll identify me.
Take a hike.
It doesn't matter if I call the police department. You're not allowed to just go into someone's apartment.
Yeah, they'll say, "What the hell are you doing inside this guy's apartment?"
Who's paying you?
Maybe he just meant the police will identify him as like, yes, he's broken into many people's apartments unauthorized.
Yeah.
Anthony Perkins must want to go for a hike as well, because he told this guy to go for a hike, but now he's going with him.
Well, I mean, hikes are very healthy for you.
Door was open. Is that the kind of
They're
crap
great.
they teach you at crime college? I'm going to tell your client she's not getting her money's worth.
I'm pretty sure you can hit him.
Hey, it shouldn't be too hard. And now you're screwed, buddy, because you're going to be, when the cops arrive, your arm's just going to be in the door. I didn't do it, officer.
I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just had my hand on his door here, and
making love.
Oh, the gun in my hand? I'm sure that's unrelated to this gun.
And I looked up and I saw him, little Michael, and he looked so frightened. He thought Herbert was trying to kill me, smothering me, and he started to cry. Herbert was...
Who is this?
Didn't know what to do.
Is this like Michael's mother, and he's describing walking in on them having sex? Is that what's happening here?
Kept crying and crying.
We just kept going, even though, we just figured, oh, let him cry. We just kept. I mean, we weren't going to stop. We were right in the middle of it.
My husband, and he grabbed Herbert and he pushed him against the wall, and then he threw me off the bed, and I...
Your dad, full erection, pushing you against the wall, saying, "Get the hell out of here, kid."
Then she said, "My husband," and then Herbert, as if they're two different people.
Watching.
So Michael walked in on her having sex with somebody.
I don't know.
But then her
hate
husband
this.
came in. Their son was crying. None of this is in the synopsis on Wikipedia.
Hello?
I warned you, Paula. I told you I didn't want to be followed. And now your friend in the white Studebaker is dead.
Oh, God. Where's Michael?
You listen to me. I need $10,000 immediately.
Is that how it works? You shoot an old dude in an elevator and they give you $10,000.
No, I think usually you, as a hitman, you are asked to kill the person first, and then they give you the money. I don't think you just, hey, did you want to hit on this guy? Because I killed him. If you did, give me $10,000.
That would make a hilarious sketch, though. Just, Jordan, I'm invoicing you $10,000. I'm a hitman. I killed your wife. There you go.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Here's your Christmas present. An invoice for 10 grand.
Yep. I killed your mother-in-law. So there you are.
I'll be using that money immediately.
She's doing well for herself. She just
pulled it out.
$10,000.
And hey, while you're at the bank, you know, your birthday's coming up. So just let you know, I did another one there for you. Early birthday present.
I was on the house. On the house.
How many
Catherine O'Hara comes in. Catherine O'Hara comes in. Oh, hey, sorry. It's me. I came in early.
Paula, where are you going?
I'll explain later.
He's not going to explain.
You know, if Paula here goes to the Middle East and marries a man, she could very easily become Paula Abdul.
That's true, Jordan. She could become Paula Abdul.
3 steps forward and 3 steps back. We get together because opposites attract, and you know.
Paula Abdul the Butcher.
She had some great matches back in the day.
Hey, now things are really getting serious here. This movie is really picking up steam now. Everything's really making sense. It's all falling into place.
You don't know why it's serious, but it's getting serious. So now he's following Paula.
Back it up.
What was dramatic music for? What the hell happened?
They missed their turnoff on the road, so they have to go back to hit the turnoff. A real dramatic situation.
That is pretty dramatic. I turn here? What do I... Oh, I'm so lost. I gotta ask for direct. Like, he looks towards this, like, I don't know where I am. I'm worried than anything else. It looks very... Is this heading to a climax? How much of this movie's left?
I honestly couldn't say. If we're halfway through, if this is the first 5 minutes, it's impossible to even know with what we've seen here.
Well, how much time is left on the thing if you click it?
The counter? Like 10 minutes.
Okay, all right, okay.
But where's Michael going here? Who's he meeting?
I think he's following Paula, because Paula's going to give Michael Perkins $10,000.
Right, Anthony Perkins.
Anthony Perkins.
10,000. So that he won't...
Yeah, because he killed the detective that he assumes she had hired.
So
She
now
had not
she
hired
has to
him.
pay
She's
him
hired
10,000? Shouldn't it be that he has to come up with money to correct that?
No, I think he's asked for 10,000 because he's like, look, I need 10,000 right away. I killed a guy that you sent to follow me.
Yeah.
Blackmailing. He can ask for whatever he wants.
You late, bitch.
Really nice, but throwing out all the derogatory terms. Called someone a fag earlier. He called her a bitch. I'm beginning to think Michael Perkins is not a nice person.
He's the bad guy. I don't soften the blow. This is Anthony Perkins. This isn't his cousin
sorry.
Michael Perkins.
I don't think I can trust you anymore, you know that?
Michael Perkins.
Stay here.
Would all passengers please...
The elevator? Stay here in the elevator?
Now, when Michael had Al Waxman in the car, he pointed out that's the guy who was in the house and pushed me. Was he pointing to Anthony Perkins? Because I didn't see who it was. He was pointing.
I thought he was. Although, again, I just drew that conclusion. I'm not 100% sure that's actually true.
Well, he seemed to recognize him here, so.
Yeah.
Just a flood of famous faces. Look at all these stars they got for this movie here.
No wonder they put John Candy's face right on the box. I mean, his part really made it. Once he was not in the movie anymore, it wasn't any good.
He ties the whole movie together.
Without him, what do we have here? I mean, an incoherent mess, right?
Exactly.
Please have your boarding passes ready and please proceed to gate number 2.
Where are you going, Miles?
It's crazy.
You want to tell me about Lorraine, huh?
Crazy, man.
What'd you do to Lorraine?
He's got a gun!
Miles! Security! Stop or I'll shoot!
We'll give him a chance to
And
stop
I meant
there.
and stop and I'll shoot. I meant and. Sorry, I just conjunctions are hard.
All right, he's dead. Everybody back to work.
Yeah.
That marksman security guard got him with one shot.
That's pretty good.
Miles Lawrence, dead on arrival, Malton Hospital. Fingerprints match murder suspect Taylor, case 753-62-7B. Well, now, that's the first conclusive evidence we've had on this case, Mr. Taylor. I guess you've done a lot better than we have.
Well, that's the murder of my wife. That case file you mentioned. No. This is for a jaywalking incident.
We've had
Murder your
three
wife
men
still-
we've had 3 men undercover on this jaywalking thing for months.
Still no idea about the murder of your wife. Have no idea what's going on there.
We don't have the resources to investigate all these crimes.
Honey, I'm back. I found the man who killed my wife, and he got shot in an airport. Anyway, want to have sex?
Yeah, now he gets the $10,000.
Why'd you throw that at her feet with disdain like that?
I don't know.
What is that?
Let's see. Proof that she was being blackmailed?
Oh,
I don't
this is
know.
pictures of me sleeping.
He's dead.
Who, Miles?
Well, how? When?
Security cop shot him at the airport.
Tonight?
Murder is pretty funny.
A security guard.
She's laughing at him. He got shot by a security guard. What a loser.
Perfect.
You knew he was having an affair with Lorraine.
No.
Or did you?
Just that night.
But you knew he was there.
Yes.
So what was he blackmailing her for?
She knew that he had sex with Lorraine?
Blackmailing me because he knew everything.
What did he know?
Yeah, okay, yes. What did he know?
I loved you. He knew I lied to protect you.
Was Lorraine alive when you brought me home?
You called me when you got back from the Middle East.
The Middle East again. Here we go. So he killed his wife, and that's what the guy knew, and that's why he was blackmailing.
Just like Memento.
Yeah, this is sort of a proto-memento for sure.
Hey, back from the Middle East, honey. My girlfriend drove me home. Oh, right. He was going to tell her about the affair. Okay, yeah. He's going to tell her about the affair he's been having.
He's already dead.
All right.
Yeah, his love affair with the Middle East.
All right. I'm suffering from a very traumatic experience, but as per your request, I will go in and tell my wife that I'm leaving her because we're having an affair. Because it just seems like the right time to do.
It's the right thing to do, for sure.
Okay, so he's...
So he did it then?
He killed his wife.
Yeah.
Because he came in.
What about the rape, though?
Stay out of this, Paula.
What?
Stay out of this, Paula. What do you mean?
Oh, because his wife was stupping Anthony Perkins.
Yeah.
I see.
And so she lied to protect, and then Anthony Perkins blackmailed. Well, they would have been able to, like, the cops would have deduced pretty quickly that he strangled her. Right? I mean, like...
They'd probably be after a one-armed man with a strangulation like that.
All right, here's what we're going to do. That actress had to just be there like that, upside down, mouth open. About 10 more minutes. We're just going to film this scene a couple more times. Just stay like that.
That dirty dog did it himself.
Yep.
Thanks for telling me that. Now I've forgotten everything about the Middle East. One thing comes in, another thing goes out. Right? So life just goes on as normal?
Now he sees 3 Force ghosts.
And Yum Num starts to play.
You in the mood, sweetie? You know?
Did a little bit of choking, a little bit of love making there.
Aren't you afraid?
Of course.
Aren't you afraid that one day you'll have an affair with a man and I'll strangle you to death when I discover it?
That's one of my biggest fears now. And then we get the sexy sax again here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's appropriate. The end, everyone.
I guess he was the deadly companion all along.
I guess.
He gets away with murder.
John Candy played John there.
Yeah. The stretch.
But Eugene Levy was Matt. Everybody got a different name except for John Candy.
I bet Michael Ironside was the deadly companion, but we just don't see his story.
Great.
All right, well, I guess we head back to our television set so we can discuss this masterpiece.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
That was Deadly Companion, everyone.
That was deadly. That was highly deadly.
Hope you hated it as much as I did.
I did not understand what was happening.
That movie was painful. Painful to watch.
Yeah. One of the reviews here of it just says John Candy does some coke. Period. That is the whole review. One star.
Fair review.
Fair review. That's a fair review.
Yep. Well, if I could, I would put all my money into building a highly advanced cybernetic organism and inventing time travel so that I could send that cybernetic organism back into time to prevent John Candy from making this movie.
Yeah,
I think that'd be money well spent.
Yeah.
And a much better plot than Terminator Genesis. Skynet tries to make a Terminator stop John Candy from making this movie. Yeah. From making Double Negative, also known as, what was the other one it's known as? Deadly Companion?
Yeah.
Double Negative is the other title of this movie.
Double Negative. Okay, let me just ask you, does either of those titles fit this movie?
No. Neither does.
I think Double Negative works because you shouldn't use a double negative, right? They cancel each other out. And this movie canceled itself out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair point.
That's fair.
Pretty fair point.
Fair point. Fair play. You know what? I'm just going to say it. This is not one of John Candy's best movies. You know?
Right.
So I don't think, it doesn't hold up to the standard there. You know? This is no Uncle Buck, that's for sure.
Yeah. Didn't fight a bald-ass bear. Didn't knock over a single building.
Yeah.
I guess I just wish that whoever was involved with this movie would feel bad things for all time. That's how I feel.
I wonder if Eugene Levy ever wakes up and says, oh, Jesus. Oh, I was in Deadly Companion. That movie was awful. Oh.
Yeah. I think he often does, but then he lulls himself back to sleep on a pillow made of Schitt's Creek money.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, we gotta ask James here. James, was that a good movie?
Yes.
You liked it? Okay, well, he works in film. I guess he'd know a thing or two about what's a good movie.
Low standards.
I think he's leaning into the dark side of the force there.
Sounds like it.
Boris Karloff liked it as well. He's dancing.
He's singing too.
Yeah, he does that. All right, Boris, calm down.
It's odd he sings a song that existed long after his death, hey?
I mean, you better be Boris Karloff. Because, I mean, I've been living in my house for a while thinking, oh, wow, Boris Karloff, he hasn't taken off these bandages, though.
You gotta watch that. These celebrities, they get entrenched in your house, and next thing you know, you're the one sleeping in the doghouse.
Yeah, that's right. I gave him a copy of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas to read, and he hasn't read it yet. You know, aloud. I wanted to hear him read it, but I mean, he hasn't done it yet. All he does is sing. You make me want to shout.
Okay.
So. Well, that was Deadly Companion, everybody. Please leave your review of Deadly Companion in the comments below.
Please do.
You know, because We need to get this word of this movie out there so people can know about it and see it.
Yep, and please subscribe to the channel, or else we may have to watch this movie again.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And as usual, if we get 1 million subscribers by tomorrow, we will remake this movie shot by shot.
Yep. We'll even get John Candy.
Right. I say we replace all the murderers with one-armed men for the remake. Some one-armed strangles in there.
Well, it was a fun night. Excuse me, I'm going to get some sunglasses and go see if my wife's home.
All right.
All right. See you next
Welcome back
week.
now. You hear?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.